Oh, you mean
No, well, I guess something people have to realize is that the problem with the whole school district, and even at the end of Maslow, was that we were destroying ourselves from inside. Nobody from outside had to come in and do anything, because there was such disorganization, and there was no concerted effort to do anything. It wasn't even a case of Maltese rent negotiation. So it was the fact accomplished. Here, the one building was closing. Here, you had to move. Okay, there was no negotiations about that. But there was none whatsoever. The building was closed. Okay, fine. What's the best situation like that? That we could have made over here. Me personally, I believe that here the best situation that could have been made over there wasn't, because everybody's concerted effort was to, we can't go here, we can't go there. No, it's fact accomplished. The building is closed. Case closed. Yeah, the same way the whole issue of, reforming the educational process now. It has to be addressed. So you have to take concrete issues. Right? It has to be addressed, because there is a problem. Okay, and take it from there. Right? Don't argue old policies or old building blocks. It's time to use a new brick. Then,
Some of what Jerry's bringing up was some students, when we did go, I think this is what you're bringing up.
Well, facilitators was also like, I'm not going. I will go back to the North Junior High.
Do you remember
I will
that
teach here.
There were feelings from the students that the facilitators may have abandoned them.
They did.
And
They
it's still
did.
alive, obviously. Yeah, but that was a feeling, and that was something that we did almost immediately have to address.
Do you know, if we spoke of ourselves as a family at that point, then the family broke up.
Yes.
And because the family broke up, you don't have to call it a divorce, you could call it a separation. It was traumatic. And there were raw feelings, and some of those feelings was real pain, and some of it was real anger. And I can understand why that had to be addressed, and I can understand the residue of that, because some people had already experienced that in their lives before.
Right.
And it was just, here we go again. And
But
we have to bear responsibility.
It
We
never
have to
was
bear
addressed
responsibility
for
for that. It was never addressed, you said, no.
It was never addressed. It was like, okay, I'm moving on to at the high school for you.
Yes.
Okay, that was your choice.
But you're right, Jerry.
Yeah, that was your choice.
Right, that
Your
was
choice
never-
was that you were leaving to teach social studies at East Junior High School. Right, you were not going to watch your whole project go into the toilet. Right, you couldn't bear to watch it. Okay, I could go along with that. But also, another facilitator that I have in mind, it's just that by opt-out, then I'm going back to, my traditional science class, saying that that's that. But then the following year, I'm back. Come on. You're in, you're out, you're in, you're out.
Traumatic.
It's like,
Obviously.
Yes.
hey, how can you trust somebody that says, so I'm looking out for your best interest when it isn't?
I think
it isn't your best interest that was being looked out for. It was theirs. So everybody was realistic to the fact, except for the person that was conducting, the action. So I don't know if the person's aware of it today.
I think that I wasn't aware of it until right now, as you're talking about just the power of the impact.
You weren't
those
aware of
decisions.
it at that time.
I wasn't aware of it then, but right now, as you're speaking of it, it's hitting me how important it was.
We did bring that. I may have talked to you about it, Sean.
Don't remember, Grace.
Because I
There
remember
was-
that as being a big issue.
I don't think that he could have, seen it or believed it because he wasn't experiencing it.
Okay.
I could have believed it, but I
Well,
obviously
I don't know.
didn't.
Yeah, that's true. You could have
I could have
believed
believed it, but I wasn't experiencing it. That's for sure. I remember the issue for me was I was asked by the superintendent at the time to stay with the program for one more year when he knew that the school would be closed in one more year. But knowing that it was going to be closed was continuing to allow the recruiting of juniors and seniors. And if people came in
I
as
remember that was
juniors,
a big issue for him.
that
Now
was
I
a big
remember.
issue then. And what I said was, I
You were
can't see
against
you
that.
telling people that they're going to be here for 2 years, and you know it's only going to be 1 year. And that's one of the reasons why I said I have to, I
Now I
can't stay.
remember, that was your big issue.
It's so dishonest.
But John, it must have been an impression because we did go too.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm sure that you did make that impression.
But what I didn't know was the fact that I left under those circumstances, left so many raw wounds, bleeding.
Why did
Ulcerated
why
mind.
you went to? You
Why
know,
I went?
Why you went? Not you, but why the program went 2 instead of 1 year. I
Yeah.
think this has to do with
We had the juniors and we allowed them.
We have juniors all year?
We had juniors when we went in to 82, 83. We had juniors, and that group is the group that we didn't take juniors the following year. We didn't recruit the following year,
Right.
and we just allowed it to go.
Okay.
It was just senior.
it was just seniors.
It's just senior right here.
But the juniors that you had that year, there were juniors in
No,
every room.
Seniors,
No,
you
our senior
accepted,
year
you
was just
accepted new 12th graders in that year, right?
We
You
were
take
the-
them if they were
We were the
seniors,
12th graders
so
in
graduate.
82, 83. We were the 12th graders who were 11th graders in 81, 82. There wasn't juniors then.
But in 82, 83, you didn't take any more
We
juniors.
didn't
You
take
only
any.
took seniors.
No.
I don't think so.
When we moved over from the village, we
It was
just took the
just us?
seniors.
And then we went one more year with
One more
other
year with
seniors.
just seniors,
So
brand new seniors.
Just
What
a matter
really
of time.
hurt the MT in the
Flip
long
sides,
run was the fact of not having junior seniors. You always need the old blood to mix with the new blood. And without that, they took that away, and it's just seniors.
Yes, that's right.
The 2-year term is gone, and
You need to reseed the tomato plants.
exactly, and the old farmer has to be there to help the new ones come.